If you feel lost and without purpose, what's not going to work is you continuing to try and stop the bad habits. You see, I was in the same position as you, and what I'm trying to tell you right now is very simple. Imagine the analogy of riding a bicycle. If you turn your head, where does the rest of your body and the bike go? Can you continue to go down the path if you are facing somewhere else? That is the very first thing that you learn when you are riding a bicycle. The way your head moves, you are going to move. That is the same doctrine you should have with life, and that is what I have understood. Where your focus goes, energy flows, and results show. So if you look to the side of the road, that is where you will end up. And the most important thing and the takeaway is to look towards the path that you are walking towards. And the thing is, you have to understand this. To be motivated, to have this motivation, which is dopamine, you have to first visualize that goal. And what I mean by this is very simple. If you had never played games in your life, if you've never watched anime or done something, you wouldn't be motivated to do so because it's never been a part of your life. You haven't had that dopamine. Self-improvement is the same. People tell you about success, people tell you about the benefits, but you've never actually experienced it for yourself, and you go off this paradigm of never actually being motivated. Of course, it's hard, you're not motivated. People think that they are motivated, people think that they have purpose when they haven't visualized the goal, when they haven't visualized what they want as much as they have visualized the genuine happiness they feel when they play games. You see, where your focus goes, energy flows, and the results show. You can't actually control the trillion-part mechanism which is your own body and mind. Where you are facing, where you are looking, that is where you will go, and you don't have a lot of conscious control over all of the mechanisms. So the best thing you can do for yourself, if you think of it hard enough, is to visualize the goal, visualize the lifestyle that you want. And for some people, when they feel lost, when they feel unmotivated, they can't, or rather they haven't. So think about this. What is a perfect day for you? Visualize that perfect day. Where do you wake up? What do you do? It'll help a lot if you can write it down on paper. What is your life like? Where do you wake up? Is it a skyscraper, right? Was it a ceiling to floor windowed penthouse? What is it? Is it a villa? Where do you sleep? What do you do? What have you achieved? Are you rich? And think about it and visualize it down to the minute detail. What does your room smell like? What kind of temperature is it? And when you feel these things, and when you visualize it from a first person perspective, and not just this, when you visualize something that you want to do, because at the end of the day, if you don't have that ember, if you don't have that fire, I can't give you that motivation. All I can do is show you what you already should have, what you should already be striving towards. And if you really want to be motivated, that is how you do it. You visualize the lifestyle that you want. And the thing is, so many people think about the million different things they have to do in order to get there, but you can't consciously control those things. Just like how you can't consciously control your whole body when riding a bicycle, and how simply moving your head moves your body, you have to be able to move your head and your focus towards the direction that you want to go in life and visualize that lifestyle. When you can do this, your whole body will work in unison to actually work towards that task. Don't think about how it's going to happen. Don't think about all these things. Simply visualize your lifestyle. Visualize what you're going to achieve and think of it as done. I am so happy now that I see myself as, finish that line. So the tip that I want to give you, the actionable step that I want to give you is this. When this video finishes, get out some sort of pen and paper and write down 3 times. I am so happy now that I see myself as, and put in something, a goal of yours that you've had for a very long time, and see it as done. And you say, if you want to lose weight, I'm so happy now that I see myself as a 60 kilogram person, a 70 kilogram person, or whatever it is, a 5% body fat, 8% body fat person. I'm so happy now that I see myself with the 6-pack abs that I've always dreamed of. So The issue a lot of people face is they try to add from a place of scarcity, and they think from their present perspective where they suck at something and they want to get better at it. And you're adding to this weak foundation that isn't going to go far. You can only go so far from the 1.1 version of you to the 1.2 version of you to the 1.3 version of you. And the thing is, you will never get the change that you've always been looking for. The way to get the change is to jump from the 1.1 version of you to the 3.0 version of you. And you do that by simply changing your own inner confidence, the inner confidence that you have for yourself. And what this means is, instead of going from a place of, oh, I suck at this, I want to get better, you say, I am good at this, how can I reach my potential? I will get good at this. Because at the end of the day, everything that is going to happen, everything that has happened is in the now. You are the origin of all of it. And if you can think of yourself as the person who's already achieved the goals, who's already achieved everything they've wanted to, and they're simply trying to reach their potential that they've already achieved, you can actually create great things and you can be motivated. And how you can do this is by reframing your mind and asking yourselves questions like, why am I so good at this sport? Why am I so fit? Why am I so good at basketball? And you go from a paradigm shift where you're no longer questioning your ability, where you're no longer coming from a place of lack. And so the very last thing I want to talk about is your own self-confidence and how you sometimes sabotage it. You sabotage your own self-confidence by breaking your promises, by not waking up at the time you said you'd wake up at, by not working at the same time you said you'd work. By not doing the things you said to yourself, you are creating little losses and you are losing confidence with yourself. And the issue is, when you lose confidence with yourself and there is a lack of self-belief, other external influences can creep in, and that is when you feel depressed. That is when you have no motivation, because all of these different people are telling you to do these different things and you have no reason to do them. You shouldn't be on self-improvement because you should be on self-improvement, because someone else told you, because it's productive, because it's optimal. You should be on self-improvement because you want to be happy and you want to have the lifestyle that you deserve, that you already have, that you're simply working towards. But the first step towards working towards it is actually knowing what you're going towards, knowing what you're going to pedal towards. Because if you're constantly looking down, constantly looking around and you're pedaling, you're going to fall. You're going to fall off track. So that is the tip that I would give. I hope you found this video useful. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time.